Listen, you might as well go ahead and hit that like button so we can get started. Yo, Ty is here, so welcome to the official Tyesse Report. Night vibes, dive deep, bringing truth and support. World news, church happenings, and all the entertainment trends. This is some serious ish, let's break it down and jump right in. From LA to Atlanta, uncut, no PG. Tyesse is here, making sure you know the T. Every topic will get dished, cause this is some serious ish. Late night musings, night grooves, pull up a seat. If you're at work, at home, or on a flight to DC. Church happenings, world news, and all the daily grooves. This is some serious ish, but we keep it chill, we keep it cool. We'll be laughing and thinking and learning some more. Tyesse is here making you in the know for sure. For sure. Daily brews, hot topics, and the culture we embrace. This is some serious ish, but we're covered by his grace. Late night musings, night grooves, pull up a seat. If you're at work, at home, or on a flight to DC. Church happenings, world news, and all the daily grooves. This is some serious ish, but we keep it chill, we keep it cool. You're part of the Ty Squad, you know you're on the list. It's the official Tyesse Report. Tune in, cause this is serious ish.
Yeah, there's some serious stuff going on. Hey, Antonio, where you been, brother? Where you been? Where have you been? Maurice, I see you. Jewel Bell. Everybody, thank y'all so much. I'm just getting in from the all-white prayer service at the Vision Cathedral of Atlanta. I say that 10 times fast. Yeah, I am here. I'm not going to leave alone. I was just talking to my brother Overseer Ware. I said, brother, I'm trying to find me something to eat. Because I kind of picked up on my food earlier, y'all. I didn't really, so I've only eaten that one time today. And I need something more filling. Somebody say, feel him, Lord. Feel him. Ross, I see you, brother. Bees on Mars. Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Man, I really, really needed that tonight. That was a great prayer service. Nothing but prayer, right? And I told Overseer Ware also, I said, brother, listen, that's how it's supposed to be done. I think we were there for 90 minutes, maybe 90 minutes or some change. That's how it's supposed to be done. I'm just being honest. Because back in the day, y'all know back in the day, they'd have you in there all night long, shut-ins and child, listen. So that's how it's supposed to be done. Hey, Danette. Hey, I. McDonald. Hey, Mona. How was Jamal, Mona? Give me a review. Hey, Malika Hill. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Okay. Shonda DeBose, where you been? We ain't seen you in a minute. Okay, why is my camera so... Oh, you know what it is? I'm on another tripod. Just working, but I've been catching replays. Well, that's all that matters, brother. He had a dream. Who had a dream? Jamal had a dream. Did anybody watch? Because I couldn't do it. Did anybody watch 47's address to the nation? Everybody, thumbs up, please, thumbs up. Man, that prayer, because I had to put a request. I had to put up one tonight. So that was a great opportunity for me to put one up tonight. Did anybody stomach it to see what he was talking about? I have to for my line of work. Let me see. Do we have a my phone is my other phone is in the bedroom. Okay. I left it charging. He bought a wife. She's very pretty and sweet. Okay. Mm-hmm. I need to get a review of what happened. Hold on. Okay. Can you give me an overview, a complete overview of Donald Trump's address to the nation tonight? April 1st, 2026. Complete overview of what was said. Truly an April Fool's. Mm-hmm. The speech was primetime national address, 20 minutes, delivered from the White House. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, tone-wise, he stayed disciplined and on script, closely following prepared remarks. The main focus was Iran. Objectives largely achieved. Wow, 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 wow. Ooh, the way that man lies. Oh, okay. He told the timeline for ending the war. He told the public the U.S. is nearing the finish line. Oh, wow. Is that why more people are on their way right now as I speak? Ty, I can tell you I wasn't there. He was an idiot. Okay. He reassured Americans there would be no long-term occupation or entanglement. Oh, now he Jada Pickett. That's what I just said. It said what I just said. Despite talk of winding down, additional U.S. forces are still being positioned in the region. Child. Okay, about the gas. He tried to reassure everybody about the gas. Uh-huh. Child, I cannot. I'm just looking at these notes, everybody. Hey, Sherman Walker. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for stopping by. I'm not going to label on. Okay, so they say if I want to do an on-air summary for my show, it would go like this. Tonight, Donald Trump told the nation the U.S. has essentially achieved its goals in the Iran conflict, crippling their military, stopping nuclear ambitions, while promising a withdrawal within weeks. But here's the tension. Even as he talks about ending the war, troops are still moving into the region. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You got the 160 schoolgirls that were unalive. You got countless other things that they have been doing over there. It's just been a mess, a hot mess. There's gonna be repercussions, and there's usually innocent people that get the blowback. Bees, innocent people that get the blowback. Okay, am I gonna make something to eat? Tyesse, you for the dirty up your kitchen, or what you gonna do, Ease? What you finna do? I think I'm gonna order me something because I am starving. I ain't finna sit here and lie to y'all. I saw Brandy today on The View. I can see she's nervous, y'all. She's nervous about this book, and she said it. She don't want to be judged. I'll tell y'all something. When y'all put these books out, I gotta come out these shoes. Oh, geez, I gotta come out these shoes. Oh. Okay, there we go. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I gotta come out these shoes, y'all. Oh, come on out these shoes, Tyesse. Okay, I gotta untie it. What size shoe does everybody wear in the chat? Does anybody have little feet? I always wished I had a 6. Men usually don't have small feet, but I always wished I had I could just go and get me a size 6 or a 7. Anybody in the chat got small feet? Anybody? You were 12, Arvell? Okay. 15? No. My God. Okay, and I could do that if that was, I wish I could do like a 10, 13. Sean creates, you're a male? Because, you know, Sean is a unisex name. I'm a 12. Okay. Yeah, I like to wear a 12 wide or a 13. 6.5. Oh my God. What is this shoe? Let me see what this shoe is. I can tell you. For some shoes, I do a 12 wide. Let me see what this shoe is. This is a 13 in the US. Okay, this is a 13 in the US. Yes, 15. I'm 6'4". Okay, well, that makes sense. Yeah, if you're tall, it kind of makes sense. My God, but see, you just can't go anywhere and get some 15s. Yeah, your shoes gotta be, you know, I know you gotta get special shoes. You just can't walk in the store and say, give me I need a 15. Hey, Dr. Davis. Hey, everybody. I didn't know you were that tall, Ken Massey. I didn't even know you were that tall. I really didn't. Okay. Let me plug this in. Let me see. Overseer, what did you find something, brother? Did you? Because I'm looking for something. Did you find something? Did you find a plate, brother? Did you find something, overseer? I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing like no McDonald's, nothing like that. I need something good. Yeah, I know you gotta order everything, brother. That ain't something you could just go. I don't want nothing cheap. I want something good and hearty. Oh, are they open? Let me see if they're open. They open until 11. It's 9:47. Okay. I don't know. They ain't got what I want on the menu tonight. You eating Chinese food? I can't eat a double quarter pounder. I can't deal with McDonald's right now. I can't eat everybody Chinese food. Is it Chinese food from a Chinese place? Like, you know, where Mama's son and Papa's son? I can't eat it. What kind of Chinese food is it? Yeah, I can't eat it if it's a little Chinese lady and a Chinese man in the front. And then it says no public bathrooms on the wall. I can't do it. Can't do it. I keep seeing this place, and they don't have it in LA, but I keep seeing this place. Does anybody know about Zaxby's? How is Zaxby's? How is Zaxby's? This stuff don't look too good. I'm good. Never mind. Y'all ain't gotta tell me. I don't like the way the stuff look. All they gotta look like is chicken fingers. I'm good. Y'all don't have to tell me about Zaxby's. Hey, Samara. Are they open, or is my burrito place open? Do you want a pizza, Tyesse? A pizza would be good. A pizza and a nice episode of Cross. Their food is dry to me. Zaxby's is high. Are they? Salads are amazing. Okay. I don't like it. Their food is too salty for me. Zaxby's over. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. Who is that? Marco's? Let me see if they're open. That Marco's Pizza? Baby, you will mess around and hurt yourself with that Marco's Pizza. Let me see if they open, because they right up the street from me. Oh, that Marco's Pizza, honey, you'll hurt yourself. You don't like Zaxby's, Brittany? Okay. The wings are good, though. Okay. What time Marco's close? Oh, try they close at 10:15. Ain't that about a blimp? Emmy Square Pizza is good. Let me look them up, brother. Emmy Square Pizza. I ain't got time for no Pizza Hut or no damn Domino's tonight. Emmy. Oh, here it is right here. Now, let me see how far they're away from me. They're right down the street. I did not know this. Okay. Oh, my God. They close at 10. Oh, my God. That Marco's, baby, that's some good pizza. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but Pizza Hut and Domino's is just garbage now. It's just trash. Somebody needs to say it. They can just take the whole pizza and throw it in a trash can. Yeah, that's what they need to do. Okay, any more pizza places? Oh, Godfathers. Harold turned me on to them. Let me see if Godfathers, what they giving. Zaxby's not salty. Try it for yourself. I'm good. What's some people named Godfathers or is it Goodfellas? Goodfellas. I think it's Goodfellas. The Sopranos, one of them. Okay, downtown, midtown. I think downtown is closer. What come on tonight, everybody? That's the question. What come on tonight? It's 230. It's 245 people in the chat. Please hit the thumbs up button. Okay, so this is what I ordered last time. They got a special. I just don't feel like dealing with all this right now. I don't feel like walking out there. When I take my clothes off, I want to make some. I got something I can make in the refrigerator. Pizza ain't been good since you could dine in and they bought you the pizza. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. That's gonna be some good viewing. I'll probably make me a ham sandwich or something, y'all. I'll try again tomorrow. I just don't feel like dealing with no deliveries right now. I just really don't. I'm gonna throw something in the skillet real quick and sizzle something down. Yeah, I'll try tomorrow. I'll try again tomorrow. I got some errands to run tomorrow anyways. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Tyesse After Dark and Patreon. I gotta do. Am I doing something on Brandy? Because I mean, am I gonna do a whole standalone video on Brandy? I think the Time Spot already know what's going on with Brandy, right? Y'all know what's going on with Brandy. Did you watch episode 3? Yeah. So this will be episode 4, right? Okay, let me see. Hold on, let me see something. Imperfect Women episodes. Okay, episode 4 is called Nancy. April 1st. Okay, so we're on episode 4 and it's called Nancy. Oh, I can't wait, y'all. I can't wait to get here and dig into it. I'm gonna make me a ham sandwich and call it tonight, y'all. I ain't got time. Yeah, join Patreon. Join Patreon. If you were not on the live earlier, make sure you sow a seed. Make sure your seeds are sown. You're sowing into good ground. The seed earlier today was $4.01. If you missed that live, be sure to sow your seed tonight of $4.01 for April 1st. I didn't do no April Fools because I'm not in the mood for all that right now, y'all. I didn't do all that, so I'm not in the mood for it. Okay, Tyesse, so what are we gonna do? Are we gonna do a video for Brandy? I'm thinking. So have you tried Church's Chicken since you've been in Atlanta? I have. It's about the same. There's one not too far on southeast. Yeah, southeast side. It ain't nothing to write home about. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Church's Chicken went downhill too. Church's Chicken used to be the bomb back in the day, but it then went downhill as well. Yeah. Hey everybody. Hey Naida. Hey everybody. Thank y'all for stopping in. Too greasy for me. Yeah, you got to make sure. You got to make sure it's fresh, and it depends on what piece you get. First of all, their breasts are cut in threes, so it's gonna look really weird. You gotta have it for making. Oh, okay. I gotta have it for making. Hey everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody coming in. Hey Alicia. Hey everybody. Let me see if there's any news. I'm debating, y'all. Am I gonna do I'm debating. Am I gonna do something? Mississippi got the best Church's Chicken. That's what I would assume. Brandy released her new memoir, and she's dropped some bombshells. She dropped some bombshells. Okay, what are we doing, Tyesse? We are What was I just looking for? Does anybody remember? What was I just looking for? I can't remember what I was just looking for. Okay. I be having senior moments all the time. And I'm not even a senior. I be having senior moments and I'm not even a senior. Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg and Brandy reunited for the first time. You know. Oh, okay, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to do Patreon Tyesse After Dark. But I want to try to squeeze something in tomorrow afternoon. I put in one request. Y'all, for seminary. I just filled out some information online on Facebook, and now I'm getting nothing but. Now I'm getting bombarded with seminary because I was just interested, in seminary. And I was just interested. I was just, asking some questions. I'm not saying I'm going to go. I filled out one information thing. One more information thing, and now they won't leave me alone. Every seminary and theological institute is hitting me up. I'm not trying to be the Pope. I just had some questions, just interested in some things. Has Wanye responded? Not that I know of. Not that I know, but he's married with 6 kids. Wanye is married with 6 children. Everybody's still talking about Brian Corn and the musicians, y'all. Brian Corn, this name looks familiar. Somebody just sent me a friend request. Who is this? Let me see. Oh, no, I don't like when people send me, baby, blocked. I don't like when people send me, I don't like when people send me friend requests and their profile picture is dated, like from the 70s. Baby, can't do it. We're going to go ahead and delete that. I don't think his kids like him too much. Why you say that? Why you say that, Brandy? You don't think the kids like him? Let me go. Has Wanye Morris released a statement yet on Brandy? I don't see nothing. Maybe he's probably just gonna let it die down. Maybe his PR person told him just let it die down. But people are trying to say that they should extend grace to Wanye because of the social norm. Just from some comments made. I don't think his kid. Okay. I've seen some stuff. I've seen a couple of, lives concerning, maybe he was young and naive as well. Tyesse, do you think Lexi will respond to Brian Corn? Do I think Lexi will respond to Brian Corn? I think Lexi probably has said, what she wanted to say. I did not watch the Brian Corn video. I did not. I watched the intro, but I didn't watch the whole thing. So somebody would have to update me. Y'all. I just watched the intro. It was taking too long. It was getting on my nerves. Oh, y'all talking about everybody waiting on. What did he say? Let me see if I can put this in Chat GPT real quick, honey. Hold on. Y'all, we got a lot going on right now, y'all. Okay, what's his name? Brian. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I feel it. Brian Corn. Okay, Brian Corn. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull this and see if they're not gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna have to save this, and then in order for Chat GPT. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Let me see if I can do it like this. Oh, I forgot to check my lottery numbers. Okay, and let me do it like this and see if ChatGPT can give me a what's it called. I'm gonna save it here. Because if I put the link in, it's not gonna be able to, it's not gonna be able to read it. Download. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can get some action here. Now let me go to ChatGPT and pray. Let me pray, everybody. Somebody just sent $4.01. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can you give me a complete summary of this video? First, let me see, can they do it? You're gonna tell me no, we can't open it. I tried to open it. Okay, so let me just put the whole video in. Okay. Okay, this not working. Okay, let me try this way. Upload files. Let me camera. No, let me go over here. I'm gonna do, that's what I'm fit to do. That's what I'm fit to do. It's telling me what I can do. Why is it not coming up as a file? Upload files. Okay, there it goes. Okay. For somebody who don't watch nobody, he knows a lot. He dropped some bomb. Okay, okay. Everybody hold tight. Okay, I just sent them the video. I sent ChatGPT the video. Okay, why is it saying sending? Oh, ChatGPT, honey. Hey, Timbri, been missing you, sis. Okay, child, why does it say sending? Okay, all right, I've got it. And this is actually a pretty clear setup once you look at what's happening. Okay. Oh, I didn't set it up. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. The man in the burgundy suit is Prophet Brian Carn. And there is a woman by the name of Lexi. Can you give me any analysis on the man in the burgundy suit, Brian Carn, and Lexi? Her name is Lexi. Her name is Lexi. Lexi. Okay. All right. Hey everybody. You're not familiar. Lexi Allen, I see. Okay, I don't think. Okay, can I drop the link? Can I get somebody, because ChatGPT is only gonna do so much. Can I get somebody from the chat to come up and explain to me, if you can, you don't have to have your camera on. Can I get one or two witnesses? If you can, I'm just asking because I did not watch. Can I get one or two people to help me out? The link is available. Because ChatGPT, honey, it's talking about the person in the burgundy suit, the person in the red shirt. It don't know that's Brian Carn. You know what I'm saying? All right. Wait a minute. Hold on. I may have to switch over to Perplexity. They say it's better. He did not mention her name. Okay. Can I get somebody to hit the link? Somebody ought to be able to bear witness and tell me what's going on here. Now there goes somebody. I don't know who it is. Oh, that's Sister. Okay. Hey, Bees.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better. I think I'm echoing though. Am I?
You're not echoing for us.
Okay, that's fine. So I am not going to be very good at this because my brain is full and I saw this morning. But first of all, he said at some point that this is not Prophet Karn or Pastor Karn. I'm talking
saw
about
that.
Brian. So I said, oh, okay. And then he did not mention Lexi's name, but he tried to come for her qualifications. So he said that she only talks when she needs her numbers to come up. She's not relevant. That she he doesn't understand why she doesn't like him. That he understood that she had a problem with how he did Leandria, but since then, per him, Leandria and him are cool, so she should kind of just shut up. He basically said she's irrelevant, that she has a struggling music career. Yeah.
So that's why, okay, Bees, that's why he set it up. He set it up. This is Brian Karn, the man, because a bishop can't, or a prophet shouldn't speak like that about anybody.
Exactly.
So that's why he said that he was Brian and not prophet, not pastor. Okay.
Yeah, he attempted to be gangster, but if you have any education about you in worldly things, that was not it. It was cute, churchy gangster, but not real.
Okay.
So, side note, I know that Lexi now has film credit, so you could find her on BET and Churchy season 1. Like she stays booked and she does what she needs to do. But he spent most of the time on her, basically saying, why are you coming for me? And dissing her career and calling her failed and all that type of stuff. The part that was interesting is that he started on other people that he quote unquote noticed in the chat or in the comments. Mm-hmm. There was a reference to the child of a famous preacher. I don't know who that was.
Okay, the child of a famous preacher.
Mm-hmm. He did say that the only significance was her skits, and that's all he knows her for. But then he mentioned something about, and there's someone else, and he alluded to, what's the song? Oh, goodness. I think somebody had to do with Israel and Newbury, because it was like, he made a reference to 2 of the songs that this this worship leader sings.
Okay.
It sounded like that person may not have been in the chat, but they may have contacted him.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was clapping back at that. And there was a third, quote unquote, worship leader that he mentioned where he said, basically, you should get out my face because because I know that gobble up some paint. So it was
You said that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's like this. It doesn't even matter anymore. The church as we know it, it's really. So yeah, this is all on brand. Nobody in the chat is shocked. Nobody is. Yeah. Go ahead, Bees.
The thing I was shocked about, not shocked is such a light word. I'm not shocked. I'm over him. Is that like the lack of situational awareness? Because you are facing a federal case. I know that you feel like you've handled it in the spirit, which is great for you. I hope that it works out for you, sir. But for the rest of it, as a quote unquote church leader, we all have to deal with the fact that there is a national story or a national scandal, again, with your name attached to it. Mm-hmm. And we now have to process through that on some level. Most of us in the Tyesse Report, I'm sure, don't really care. But for the rest of the people who do care, like you would assume that someone with humility or with couth or with maturity would approach the situation with a little bit more humility and probably would not have clapped back. Probably wouldn't have done the response or the action that he did. And he did say, I think kind of half-heartedly and jokingly in the same live that, maybe he could have handled it different, but I think he was being tongue-in-cheek. I don't know that he was being for real. So I was just surprised that, and I'm not surprised anymore, but I think that as an adult, if I'm facing more difficult career impacting situations, that the last thing I want to do is drag a Black woman because she's upset at you. You know that she's upset at you. You know she's going to be vocal.
Yeah.
So why do you need to do all that? Why are you participating in that? And then if you're not going to put a real on it, what is this about?
Yeah.
Because a grown man would handle it.
Yeah, you're not even a year removed from these two women.
Right.
Yeah, and then to do this to another woman, it's just like you even if, and I saw Lexi's video, what she did was critique something that was in the public.
Right.
That's all she did.
Right.
We do it. I do it. Social commentary. And so it really wasn't mean. It wasn't like disrespectful. No. It was her point of view watching something and she being in church and from the church,
Yeah. So he said something like, all these people have a lot to say in the comments, but when I come to your church, or I'm paraphrasing, when I come to your church, I invite you to mine, you don't act like this in real life, which I think that's a fair thing to say. Yeah. Because, keep that same energy, but at the same time, and maybe it's because of the way I approach my understanding of leadership in general, and certainly how I wish that we would deal with leadership from a pastoral or a spiritual leadership perspective. This is really not something that I would expect someone with any sort of weight in the spirit to be handling like this. Like, this is really not, like, you playing boy games, you playing street games, and you're supposed to be above that as a leader. I would expect like someone who is, probably a member doing their thing. But if you say that you carry all of this weight in the spirit and you making up songs and calling out demons and whatever else you're doing, I expect you to walk and talk differently. And when there is conflict, respond to that conflict appropriately. Don't get on social media in a group circle with your musicians and call out, without putting an ad on it, all the messy stuff that you want to say about people. Like, okay, that's good for your audience, but I would think that you would prioritize the health and well-being of the body over whatever little beef you got.
Yeah, and God is nowhere near none of that energy. Right. Like, you would think people would just have more pastoral care and understanding. You never want to wound anybody. I happened to come across a video, Bees, of a content creator. We call her Dr. Aquamarine. We call her Dr. Turquoise. We give her all the wrong colors except the right color.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at the thread, Bees, and somebody was chewing her out because she said that she didn't believe in church hurt. Right.
Oh. Okay.
A recent phenomenon, like, church hurt and all this and stuff. And so there's so many people that are like that do not understand that there is a way that people are handled that leaves an imprint on their spirit.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be a season, and sometimes it can be a lifetime.
Well, here's my issue is that just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
There you go.
And so I think one of the things that I was thinking about as I was listening to this get broken down, and I hope I can mention Chef Don Don's name, but that's who.
You can.
Okay. So Chef Don Don was the one that I was listening to this morning on my long drive. And as he was breaking it down, I was thinking, I really wish that, and this is my soapbox, that our leaders really would get an education, because some of the stuff that we say is just dumb. Like, we hear some really stupid, ignorant statements like, I don't believe in church hurt, and what that is. If you are taking this scenario outside of what we know as church and expanding it into the proper context, which is how you deal with vulnerable populations. That's the context and framework for where church hurt comes in. When you set someone up, or a group of people up, to say you can be open, you can be honest, and God expects that you be real, and we need to come in spirit and truth, like all of that, which is all true, you are now asking people to open up their souls to dig out their traumas, to allegedly put that at the altar, to allow the Lord to heal. And that's what we are supposed to, I think that's what God wants us to do as a father. He wants us to be whole. But these spiritual fathers, i.e. pastors, are dealing with people who are in vulnerable places like they're trash. And then denying the experiences of those people when they're hurt. So you're asking me to be open up and show you my difficult parts, my sensitive areas, under the guise that, one, God cares for me and will heal me, but two, you care for me and will walk me through that journey. But when I do, you don't recognize the severity of that moment and handle me in a way that's appropriate. So you wound me. And then when I'm wounded, you gaslight me and tell me there's nothing to see here, and you move around your way. If I were to do that, if we do that in the counseling and therapy and mental health context, I'll get written up and gone to the state of Florida board and have to deal with those consequences, because we understand that we do no harm ethically and we do the most good ethically. Those two are always held in tension. And we're doing that because we understand that when someone sits in front of me as a family therapist and they begin to unravel all of their traumas, all of their family secrets, all of the things that come out in therapy, the expectation is that we build a sacred space where people can be themselves and expect that the practitioner will walk with them with humility, with skill, with understanding and wisdom, and with love and care. And I do that, I will do that, because I understand this is when someone's at their lowest. Yeah. That's what we mean by church hurt. It's a different type of hurt. It's a different type of wound, because it's a wound that's created by someone who purports to care for you and has asked you to enter into a caring, vulnerable relationship.
Yeah, Carolyn Showell said she preached it. You haven't been hurt until you've been hurt by church people.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of pain.
It's a different kind. And so I've heard preachers say things like, you don't go to work and they violate you, and they are hypocritical, and you don't walk off the job. Well, of course not, because I don't go to work expecting anybody to care for me. I don't go to work expecting my supervisor to be willing to sit there and listen to all my heartache and heartbreak. That's not what I go to work for. Yeah. It's a transaction.
What you're speaking about, Bees, is there's an expectation.
Exactly.
There's an expectation when you go, and we're dealing with souls, and we're dealing with shepherding and flocks. There's an expectation of care.
I mean, when I go to work, it's a transaction. When I come into a space where I say God is my father, there's a relationship. That's a different thing. It's a results-oriented interaction versus a relationship-oriented interaction. So in church, in a spiritual context, what we want is all of us to be real, all of us to approach the throne of grace like little children. That's how Jesus called it. And if you met a child, they're not thinking about, someone trying to hurt me. When they're in your presence or when you have a relationship with them, all they want is a deeper connection. They want to do what's right. Like, they have an innocence and humility about themselves. So it's just like, I want us, one, to understand the nuance here and the difference. And quit comparing apples to oranges as a way to cover for bad behavior and lack of ethics. And that's why I say, to us, please be extra critical of your spiritual leadership, because a lot of them aren't taking care of you. They're not shepherds. They're not following the example of Jesus. I don't see Jesus treat others the way that I see these quote unquote pastoral shepherds do. And if he's the good shepherd, I would think and I would expect that our leaders follow that example. That's not what's happening.
Yeah.
So I don't have high expectations for especially in the Black church, our leadership. I certainly don't have high expectations for Brian Carn, not because I don't think he has the capacity in general. I think that he has been coddled and shaped by a lack of accountability and a lack of a requirement to actually learn, to actually grow, to actually be a pastor. We worship these gifts and get oohed and awed by the gifts of the Spirit and not the fruit of the Spirit. And if anyone needs to have the fruit of the Spirit with a level of maturity, mature fruit, it should be your leader.
Yeah.
They should be practitioners of love, meaning they've understood, they've studied, they've dug into these concepts. They understand how to apply it, how not to. They've created boundaries. They look out for you. They minimize conflict. They walk and journey with you through difficult spaces. They're always growing. They're always learning. And what should be happening is, if you're under mature leadership, you should see your leader become even more like Christ. Even as they face conflict, what you would expect to see is a Christ-like, Jesus-centered type of response. But instead, what we have is a religious one and a semi-street one, which, again, he can't really play in the streets. He should shut up. I mean, if we want to go there, we could go there. This is not. And
so even outside of your covering, some people don't even believe in that, Bees. But outside of your covering, outside of Bishop Gates, and all of that, you don't even have that self-spiritual accountability that everybody should have, where we get convicted.
Right.
I can say something to somebody in the chat, and when I get in that bed, something will hit me like, you said that, you shouldn't have said it like that, Tyesse.
Right.
That's just something on a very human level, right? You ain't even got to get to the spiritual realm, but he don't even have that. And I didn't. I'll be honest, Bees. I didn't even know about pastoral care until Tim Bree broke it down that night. We were talking about Keon Henderson went like that to the lady.
Yes,
and that's when I first heard her say that, and. It should just be a given that this is somebody.
Yeah.
And they believe in me. They they're under my leadership. Yeah. And I don't want to do anything that's going to cause nobody to go astray or break anybody's spirit. That should just be like a natural thing in your mind. But when you have these people and their ego, and you got people that are puffed up and pumped up, and nobody is telling you you're wrong, how can you even have any of that? Because ain't nobody ever told you nothing. Nobody's ever really called you out. And they see the blogs and us as talking heads. So that's not even a realm of accountability.
There's no system or framework or requirement for accountability. So if I were to evaluate pastors in this way, I would be looking for, how often do you hear your pastor say, "I'm sorry"?
Okay.
That's how I would know whether or not a spiritual leader is really even in the right vein to be over me, quote unquote, or leading me, better word, leading me or joining me in my work. Is that, are they skilled at relationships? What kind of relationships do these people have? So if we come back to, and I'll look at the type of Brian Carn, not him in reality, but somebody who cannot keep a close romantic relationship that is successful, that is mature, and that is productive. Instead, you hop from person to person allegedly, or married person to married person allegedly, or whatever that is, without being able to settle and be in true communion with somebody. Instead, you're feeding us this faux communion with God, and you're so deep. But even the Bible says, about God allegedly saying, how can you love me and you don't see me, but you don't love your brother who you see? So we have it kind of twisted that we mark maturity and spiritual wholeness by that person's performance. Gift wise, they're a great singer, they're a great quote unquote worship leader, preacher, he raises money, so that is a skill. That's a skill. He's a prophet. There's a quote unquote anointing. Great. but that's not the measure of a leader according to the Lord.
We call that the Kim Burrell paradox.
Thank you. Thank you. So you doing all of that, but in Corinthians we talk about you do all that crap, but you don't have love, meaning you're not mature in the basics. Jesus, when he faced conflict, the ultimate instinct was to die. Could Jesus have rolled up? And I practice belief in like the real Jesus, not the religious one. But could Jesus have rolled up, bowed up, and done what he needed to do against his critic? They called Jesus' mama a bee. Could he? Yes. Did he a little bit? Yeah.
Oh no, we lost.
Allowed him to focus on his purpose. Are you there?
We lost audio for a minute. Just for a minute. You're right back. Go ahead. Keep going.
I said that, his focus on his purpose was such that he was willing to sacrifice himself in the ultimate conflict, in the ultimate attempt to repair conflict. So we're in Holy Week, so we can preach on it. This is how we know what love looks like, that we lay down our lives for our friends. That's how that works. So if you are under a leader and you're not seeing that type of evidence, that type of sacrifice of personal comfort to connect others to love, then you're not sitting under a person who understands what leadership is. They will clap back when they're offended. I think he was offended, which, okay.
You broke up a little bit. You just having just a little breakation, but keep going. We hear you.
I said, so with him, we know that he was offended. And I think that that's where this comes from. He experienced offense, but his instinct was not to, all right, figure out how to repair that conflict, to deal with that conflict in a way that's healthy, that demonstrates love. Instead, we have him in a circle with a bunch of men dragging a woman, a black woman.
No situational awareness, none.
So I don't know what am I following here? And so we have people in the comments either kikiing about it, oh, it's so funny, or agreeing with their pastor or thinking that it's right. And I'm sitting here like, that's your king? Is this who you want to lead you when that person experiences offense? Their first instinct is to drag somebody, not to repair the conflict, and you want that person to watch over your soul. What happens when there is conflict that you're going through? You should expect to be church hurt because this person doesn't understand how to relate to others.
That is one of the paramount things that I see a lot of people don't understand is that the relatability, the ability to see people and to see that we're all, even though you're in spiritual leadership, we're all children of the same God.
Yes.
You're no higher than me, you're no lower than me. You just have a charge to keep. That's it. And we all do actually, but the relatability is really something that we need to really have a real good conversation about, because people are idolizing and deifying man, and it's causing a real disconnect in the body of Christ. It really is.
I think we are trained, or we've learned to internalize oppression so much that we would look at this interaction and not see the evidence of trauma here. So if we have a healthy understanding of relationship, we should expect conflict. We expect people to have bad feelings. You'd expect everybody not to agree with you. You expect to be offended. It's what we do with those instances that shows whether or not we're coming from a place that's been healed, coming from a place that is whole, and coming from a place that reflects God. If what we call a proper response or appropriate response, one that tears someone down publicly, we got to now turn that inward and say, what about that type of pattern indicates health and wholeness. And we can break that down. If we were to take the pattern and now apply it to family. So let's use a different population here. If what happens when I'm offended, I turn up and publicly begin to drag you because I'm having bad feelings.
Yeah.
What I'm doing is prioritizing my feelings over what I say is a strong, proper, good relationship. I'm prioritizing me over you, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But if we're after health and wholeness, then I have to prioritize me and I have to prioritize you. It's both and. So I'm going to approach the conflict with such skill that I want to deal with the issue, but not harm the person. I want to get things clear without causing permanent damage. The way Jesus talked about it is, how can you're, and I'm paraphrasing again, but you're here, judging somebody with a speck in their eye and you have a beam in yours. And the way that you break that down is the eye is one of the most sensitive parts of your body.
Yes.
If you're walking around trying to pick out a speck of sawdust in someone's eye, you should first see clearly so that you can get that thing without causing harm. But then, but we turn that inwards. The first thing we also have to do is look at our own perspective and deal with the big thing that's causing us not to be able to deal with the small thing.
Yes.
So I just think that if we were to insist upon our leaders being ethical and whole and healed and practitioners of love, we be in a much better space as it relates. Time.
As it relates to what?
As it relates to things like this, if we would take the time to allow our leaders or insist on our leaders that they grow, that they actually demonstrate systems of accountability, that we look at how they approach and construct love. We look at their life, and if they are growing, if we are measuring whether or not they have boundaries. These are indicators of spiritual maturity, but also personal maturity. And I'm more likely to put my soul in the hands of someone who understands and has the skill and the level of love to deal with a speck in my eye because they've dealt with the beam in theirs. And I think that was what stuck out to me, is that I could not believe that someone who has a beam in his eye that we all can see, and every 3 months, some other woman's popping out with a whole lot of mess, would not take the moment to deal with the beam and deal with the beam alone. You're not ready for the speck, sir. Yeah. You're not ready to do all this type of clapping back because you've not dealt with your own issue. And if you've not dealt with your own issue, I don't know why I would listen to you.
Yeah, that's why I say it really couldn't tell me anything. But there are people that are so caught up in church brain and so caught up in religiosity that they will ignore.
Yeah.
They will turn a blind eye if their perception of the oil is heavy.
What is the oil going to do? What's so?
If that's their perception. Our keyword. Their perception of the oil is heavy. They'll we heard about the women, but
but Ty, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound sacrilegious a little bit, but oh God, I need to not say it sacrilegiously. I need to be better than that. So I'll try and be a little bit more mature. Is okay, the oil, but there isn't a scarcity of oil. There isn't that the oil is going to run out, that somehow God only has 2 liters of oil. And so he's running around finding people, certain people, and sprinkling them with oil. And we all have to go over there because there's no oil for us. There's only oil for them. All of us have the oil.
And that's why I tell people, that's something you want to sit under.
Right.
You know, people try to make it seem something like it's something else. No, you choose to sit under that because you know about it. You've heard about it. And you fix something in your head to make some sort of excuse for it. Because if you are in tune with God and your prayer life is right, there's no way you're going to be able to be comfortable with all that's swirling around. You try to, you know, well, they're just rumors. It's just gossip. They like to say it's just the internet and the blogs. And no, you hear these women's stories. You saw Vashti. You saw the woman that got her car hit and stuff. You've seen all these women. And so you know about it. And you choose to stay up under these ministries because there's something about it that's appealing to you.
And that's my issue here, is that our leaders don't tell the truth about that appealing thing, that there's something appealing that should be in all of us. So if I'm sitting under leadership, that leader's purpose is to help me understand the oil that's here for me. Should help me understand that God has a plan for me, a purpose for me, and it's great. And their goal is to help get me to that finish line or get me to that purpose. And part of their work is to enjoy me walking in my purpose. They should be my greatest cheerleader, my confidant, the person who gives me help, skills, encouragement, etc. That pastor is not there to be worshiped. The worship goes to God. That pastor's job is to help me walk into my purpose, walk through my purpose, deal with the conflict that goes into my maturity around my purpose, and see that thing to the expected end. God has oil for everybody. So there shouldn't be a worship of somebody because they demonstrate oil. They don't even have control of over the oil. God gives those gifts out without my consent, without your consent. So let's put the gifts away. All of us got them. Yeah. Let's put, the shiny badges away. This person is a pastor, or this person's a prophet, or this person is whatever. Let's put the titles away. We all have a purpose. If you're in my life in a space that is meant to lead me, I am requiring you to walk with me as I walk with God, to walk with me, to help me to begin to blossom and flourish. Help me in my lean moments to deal with the darkness that might come, or the conflict that might come, or the trouble that might come. Encourage me to keep on working, keep on striving, keep on stepping. Sometimes stand in front of me and deal with some of the things that I'm too weak to deal with on my own at the moment. That's what I expect from my leader. I don't need you to show me how great you are in God. I'm great in God. You don't need to show me that. Show me that you can walk with me as a person. Yes. And help me relate to God. That's what it is. But if we have a scarcity mindset, that there's only a certain number of, there's only a little bit of oil, there's only a little bit of anointing, and so we need to run over here because that's what it is. There's only a little bit of, of word, there's only a little bit of revelation. So we go from person to person, prophet to prophet, leader to leader, trying to capture something that belongs to you. You can catch that in your living room.
That's what they say, itching ears in every wayward doctrine.
Ty, there have been moments where I'm listening to an outro song of yours, and I can, it's happened multiple times. I will stop, the tears will start flowing. I'll get to walking in my living room and have a whole experience with God and leave there refreshed. And I had a whole kiki with Ty and the Ty Squad. We talked about everything, and you play just a random song at the end that you always play, and at the moment God drops down and we start having a ball over here in my home. And I understand all of that belongs to me. The relationship that I'm
the relationship,
not special, it belongs to us. So every day we should be carrying the oil. Yeah. And pouring it out freely. Every day we should be carrying the anointing and pouring it out freely. It doesn't mean go preach and mess up somebody's whole world, but we show it through love. We show it through kindness. We show it through wisdom. We show it through empathy. These are the, and go read the fruit of the spirit. That's how you show that you have oil. So we all have it. But if your leader is insisting by his actions, and collectively, all we are recognizing are leaders who have these demonstrations that really are gifts. And they're not helping us to see our own worth, our own anointing. Then these aren't leaders. They're idols. I'm sorry to be on my side.
No. You're on fire tonight, and I appreciate it. Because at the end of the day, it's conversations like this that give people something to chew on. You can't say ain't nothing happened and you don't know about it. So when we have conversations like this, people, thousands of people that will watch the replay will see this and be like, okay, wait a minute. Tyesse and Bees gave me something to chew on. Hey, Brother Ross, you're up.
Hey, Ty and Bees, the oil is on you, sis, and Brother Ty. I'm not gonna be long. Hey, squad, I just have to get this out because it's too much to type on my phone.
Okay.
But I saw Fred Hammond's video in response to this.
Okay.
And out of everybody, he had the best response to me.
Was Fred Hammond some kind of way? Was there some shade thrown? How was he interjected in this? Or
he came from a very humble experience. He revealed a story on his Instagram page about the first time he got shamed by a pastor.
Okay.
And when he was 18, and it was really touching. And he encouraged other musicians to keep playing, to pray about whether that's the ministry when that happens to them, to pray about whether or not that's the ministry that they should be in. And he's played with the greats. And he said something really profound. He said he's been in concerts and services in all kind of arenas with young musicians that played the wrong note. And he never embarrassed them. He didn't even pull them aside after the concert. What he did, he said he pulled a Miles Davis. If you play the wrong note, I'm going to sing the wrong note and make it creative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, and then down in the comments, I saw Erica Campbell, who I have a disdain for. She said that she just hates that this gets blamed towards the church. Girl, that's where it starts from. It starts from the head and drips down.
Yeah.
And so the reason why Karn can get away with stuff like that, because his presiding bishop did shit like that to his members in Indianapolis. I know because my godfather, may he rest in peace, was a member of his church for years before Mount Zion built that the bigger edifice they're in now. They were old apostolic, and on watch night service, they used to make people come up to the front and confess their sins, and he would sit them down in front of the whole church.
Oh wow.
So that's not. There was a scandal that had came out where he found out one of his choir members was dating, one of the members had found out that his male tenors was dating another guy. He called him out in front of the whole church and banned him from the church. So of course, Gates is not going to rebuke him, Karn, in front of everybody because nobody's rebuked him. And watching that video, when I first saw the video, and I did love Lexi's clap towards that. Watching that video, Karn's notes was off. All that boom, boom. It hurt my ears. My dog started howling. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh my gosh. And it's just, I cannot wait until, and I'm just going to say it with my chest. This is Ross. This is not Tyesse saying this or the squad, but I can't wait till his court date come up. I cannot wait. I'm sorry. I'm going to be sitting here like I'm waiting for Judgment Day to come for 47 because he makes a mockery with the church. People will always associate stuff like that. He's in front of the church. He's representing, quote unquote, air quote, Christ. Regardless if he's connecting or correcting the musician, he's still representing Christ.
Yes.
So yes, Erica Campbell, that still goes back to the church. That's why people blame the church, because church folk like you let him get away with stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they dismiss it like the lady you was talking about, Turquoise or Sapphire or
Yeah.
whatever her name is, that
Mm-hmm.
talk about there's no such thing as church hurt. That's why we are where we are. And that's why it's about to be a whole bunch of churches closing. That's why.
Well, yeah, 15,000 last year, 100,000.
So that's all I got to say. I'm going to drop back down. But this was a bunch of tomfoolery. But
Well,
I love y'all. Bees, you said it really great, girl. Love y'all.
thank y'all. B said she dropped down so she could go back to the chat, everybody. But this is a great conversation. April 30th is right around the corner. Yes, it is. And so he said he already prayed and tangled that thing up. He said he already prayed on that thing, Romeo. Mm-hmm. Church folks want to be recognized as leaders until they're submissive. Yeah. And so they're telling me that Cora was in the chat, and then he started talking about somebody kidnapping children. My God, Brian. Yeah, I know that's not true. Yeah, that has to be somebody exaggerated. Y'all are exaggerating. So Cora was in the chat, and then he started talking about kidnapping children. Oh my goodness. Okay, gee whiz. Oh my gosh. Did he pray for Lexi? No. Somebody said, hey, mother, I got some tea for you. I got some tea from a musician that used to play for Brian. We both played for Korn. My tenure was one service and I was done. They attached a video. Let me see who this is. Okay. This is the musician. Oh, let me see what he's talking about. Okay. Oh, he said it's long. Okay, so this video is long. I'll try to check it out. Yo, I cannot. Ty, you haven't watched the video, you got to watch it. Watch what? Brian Korn? No, they was taking too long to get started. And I walked away, honey. I said, I'm not going to do this. I'm a blogger for real, honey. I had stories to work on. Mm-hmm. No, he did say that. What? Oh, my God. Poor Cora. You know, Cora can't help who she is. She be playing with her stuffed animals and her dolls and stuff. And she can't help herself. I sent you the video. It's short. What video? Oh, you talking about the video? Yeah, I have the video. I'm the video of Brian Korn. Yeah, I have the video. I just don't have. I don't have time. I don't have the patience. He better pray the court doesn't call for character witnesses. Oh, there's gonna be plenty of women that come up there and testify. Plenty of women. Yeah, I got it, brother. I have it downloaded already. I just don't find my brain cells being, lost, something that I just want to do voluntarily. Atlanta police chief addresses city violence, child, because it's been rough over there on the southwest side. Every time you turn on the news, honey, started around the 5-minute mark, just started. Okay, let me see. Y'all, hold on. I would have to, because the video is kind of low. The video is kind of low, Ty Squad. And I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Okay. Okay, start around. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see something. I just don't understand, y'all. Why are we here? Why are we here once or twice a month? Mm-hmm. And then if the bloggers cover it, that's a problem. Once the bloggers cover it, then it's an issue. All Lexi did was say it with her whole chest. That's all she did. She said it with her whole chest. Okay, let me see something. I think he deleted it, y'all. I think Brian may have deleted it, although it's been saved, but I think he may have deleted it. I think he deleted it. I'm not sure, but I think Brian deleted it. Brian, did you delete it? Brian? Yeah, I think he deleted the main video because I don't see it. Or it's private. Lexi said what she said, and she meant it. And now I can't find the damn original video, y'all. What's going on tonight? Now I can't find the video. Hold on. Am I typing in the right search term? Wait a minute. Okay, Fred Hamilton came. Oh, here you go, right here. They say go to like 5 minutes. Okay, go to 6:30. People will say anything when their paycheck is attached to it. They laughing.
Connected to John's S2
And I'm only doing this because there's a young lady who made it her business, the one who had a struggling music career, made it her business to talk about me and to bother me. Now, no one knows you. We don't know who you are. I went on your page, I searched your videos. You have 14,000 views, you have 12,000 views, because God has called you to make skits. Nevertheless, when you talk about me, you have 400,000 views, 500,000 views. Your only sense of relevance is talking about other people. I know God hasn't given you a ministry to meddle in other men's affairs. I see you make a statement and say that I don't know why people keep inviting them, but you've never been invited. And you tell me something, you don't know why people continue to invite me. I don't bother you. I've had conversations with you privately. I've asked you, do you have any problems with me? You seem like a woman scorned. You're bitter. You're full of malice and venom. I've never done anything to you. I asked you what the problem was. Your problem one time was you said I said something about Leandra. Well, me and Leandra are fine. And we talked about that. Why are you still bothering me? But I know why. If the only way you make money is by discussing someone else, that's what I would do too. But y'all don't leave me alone. But this ain't prophet, this ain't pastor. This Brian. I don't bother nobody. Then I seen somebody else in the comments, your dad is a well-known preacher, and you got something to say. I won't tell the say, keep your children from around him. You could kidnap, but you won't talk about me. Leave me alone. Y'all, too many people around here acting like y'all live in glass houses. Keep your children from around them. They're kidnappers. All right. Now, let me talk to you. You other singer, friend of God, preach. I'm a friend of God singer. I'm not gonna call your name, but we know who you are. No limit, no boundary. Well, here's the limit now, and here's the boundary. We're gonna shut that down. You just text me the other day and said one thing, and now you're telling me something. That's why you never came when I invited you. I've only invited you one time. Don't do that. You people who say that you are saved, you all are hypocrites. You talk about people, you are Facebook thugs, you are Instagram thugs, you talk about people behind your computers. But when you come in my presence, you say nothing. You don't have all this confidence and all of this arrogance. I'm extremely disappointed. I've seen another praise and worship leader on there talking about me. And I had to counsel a young man who you told when you get done worshiping, you want to suck a penis. But you won't sit up here and talk about Prophet Karn. Y'all got to leave me alone. I don't bother y'all. I mind my business. I preach at the church that I pastor. These are the people who pastor. They in service. Where I'm from, if you don't like something, guess what you do? You turn it off. You turn the channel. I did not see your video. I did not.
If anybody in the top squad know what pastor or know what person he was talking about that want to suck some meat up, please inbox it to me right now. I don't know who the hell he's talking about. If you have a guess, don't put it in the chat. Please send it to me DM or via email at this time. If you have any guesses.
I see your commentary because I don't enjoy you. So I did not watch you. You don't watch what you don't enjoy. But I received a message from a bishop who said that I should sue you. But I'm not going to sue you because the word of God tells me that I can't take my brother and sister to court. But you are evil, you are wicked, and you are what the Lord.
Okay, I missed something. I missed something. Who is he talking about suing? Okay, did I miss something? They went from kidnapping the kidnapper, and then he's calling somebody evil. Who is he talking about suing? Does anybody know? I'm missing something here. I must have skipped over something. She can counter. I know he's not talking about suing Lexi. What would the grounds be? I saw her whole video. Lexi, what? It would have to, he maybe, it is not, it's not defaming, it's not defamation. What?
Hates he that soweth discord among the brethren. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16, 17, 18. All of you who are in these comments, who have so many opinions, but you never say nothing to me in my face. Some of us tried it in Detroit. I did it in Detroit, all over the world. People know if your music ain't right, I'm going to say something to you. So I ain't just tried it in Detroit. I done tried it in Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, all over the world. So, and it's not to be demeaning, but I have relationships with these people. And Brother Clinton, I'm going to call you by your name because you live in Jacksonville. Brother Clinton, the keyboard player. You stop it. You have no integrity. You're a liar. Y'all act like y'all live in these glass houses. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't send money to your church down there. You won't talk about me. Y'all leave me alone. I don't bother y'all. I don't bother nobody. I preach at my church. I say what the Lord tells me to say. I'm respectful, but I don't bother y'all. Leave me alone. Okay? Everybody going to, everybody think somebody like you going to Virginia Union. You got a master's. Where your undergrad at? I don't know if your master's is legitimate if you ain't got no undergrad because you don't have all your hours. All right? Leave me alone. Okay? I don't bother you. I'm not talking about you call me a clown. What's your problem? I've never done nothing to you. Last time I see you was in Detroit. You were sitting there in the service. You didn't say nothing then. You had access to come say something to me. You did it. I don't bother you. So I love y'all. I really do. I'm saying, but I'm not going to put up with this. I heard a bishop say one time, if you let people keep bothering you and you never say nothing, people keep on doing it. You all are bullies. Now, I'm not calling your name, but I've identified you. Friend of God, psalmist. You wrote it. And you in the comments talking about it. And guess what? I'm going to still sing your music. I'm going to still let the Lord to worship you. But you're not a friend of God because you're not a friend of me. And the Bible says, how can you say you love God when you've never seen it? You don't love your brother who you see every day. You didn't treat me right. You had my number. Why you didn't text me? Why you didn't reach out to me? The same way you send me every other message that you send me, you could have easily sent me a message and said what you needed to say. But guess what? You didn't.
Oh, stop. Somebody get this to Lexi. Telling the official Tyesse Report. Somebody send it over to Lexi. Tyesse Jackson from the official Tyesse Report. Somebody get this to Lexi. Lexi, if you see this video, Lexi, somebody clip it. Do not say anything right now. Don't say nothing. Wait until May 1st and then let the spirit move. Don't say anything. Like I'm not saying a lot about some things right now because I'm waiting until the storm has passed over. And I'm coming through here like the Clark sisters in 83. But listen, Lexi, don't say that right now. Wait until May 1st. And that is the word of the Lord.
You know what? Because y'all don't have integrity. But y'all live in these glass houses and act like you all are perfect. So I want to make it clear. I don't have no problem with Brother Chris, Brother Brian, Brother Long. They don't have no problem with me. Why you got a problem with me? Why you more offended than they are? They not oppressed. I don't beat them. This ain't they hear their own volition. I told them I was going live. They asked to come live. I told them, I said, you going with me. I said, now you going live with me. They asked to come. I didn't ask them. I don't have no problem with that. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all leave me alone. I love y'all. And I mean that. But I'm serious about that. I don't bother nobody. Y'all, I don't. I preach Jesus. I preach my church. I don't ask to be invited. If someone invites me, they invite me of their own volition. I'm not angry with no musicians. I'm not angry with nobody. I have relationships with them. I talk to them. We have a conversation. If they feel like I've done something wrong, they come and have a conversation with me. We talk about it. That's what we do. I'm not up here, they down there. But it's a culture that we've done because you work at a job with a boss that you don't even like. He can say something to you and you take it. But then you come to church and you don't want nothing to be said to you. And again, we find Brother Cali is my MD. Y'all talk about him. Brother Cali is in Jacksonville right now, putting on somebody's leg. In the surgery room, doing surgery on somebody. Okay? Now, I want to say this too. Other things have been said about me. Somebody said, well, why you didn't address them? They were said from members of my church. And no matter how angry I am with someone, if they've ever been a part of my church, my responsibility is to cover those, even if they attempt to expose me. I will never discuss someone in the church that I pastor, because just because they choose that opposite, it doesn't take away from my responsibility of being a shepherd and covering them. That's why. But other folks, you're not under me. We equals. Don't do that. Don't be like that. I don't bother y'all. Leave me alone. You know, I can't say what I want to say about the other preacher who all he do is get on Facebook and talk about me. You know, I'm a solid preacher. You know, get me filled with the Holy Ghost. Comes online with no haircut. Your beard needs to be shaved. You know, I can't say nothing about you because you're my senior. I love you and I respect you. We had a conversation, we spoke. But no matter what I say, y'all continue to bother me. Leave me alone. I know this is going to go further and people are going to talk more about this, and that's fine. But I want to let you all know, you all have my number. I have not addressed everybody, but I did address you all that had the ability to pick up the phone and call me. You can have a conversation with me, just like you text me any other time with any other thing you want to know and ask. You could have texted me then. Y'all stop being Facebook and Instagram thugs. And I didn't do that video from a long time ago, but it still stands. I'm at 3409 Brookshire Boulevard. You are free to come at any given moment. And I mean that. And if your life is centered around likes and views, and you got to do that to be popular, do what you need to do. But you're nasty. You're full of venom. You're bitter. I'm coming to you the Bible way. I've had conversations with you. Why do you, and I'm not talking about just this video, somebody else posted a video, and you was in the comments on that video. Why are you so obsessed with someone you don't like? You don't like me. Stop watching. Turn the TV off. If I see something I don't like, I turn it off. Amen.
Oh, grace.
This ain't God. This ain't prophet. This ain't pastor. This is Brian Carn. And I approve this message. More grace.
Oh, Lord Jesus, honey, it's a disgrace. There's only word I can. The state that we're in right now, it's a disgrace, and It's just a sad state of affairs. But this is where we're at. This is where we're at, and we just have to ride it on out until Jesus cracked the sky or something else happens. We just gonna have to ride it on out. 'Cause I don't see it getting any better. It's just and I was talking with Samara about this. Let's be clear, because we always talk about the jackleg and the janky ones. I was just talking with Samara about this. There are a lot of ministries out there that are doing the work. And Samara said they're the ones that don't get talked about. You got Otis Moss, you got Pastor Sharp, you got the brother over in Dallas, over at Friendship. You got Kirby Max Pastor. There is so many churches that get it right, but they don't, that ain't nothing that nobody gonna tune into. I could name about probably 10 more that get it right. The Honorable O.C. Allen, Yvette Philander, and my late presiding, emeritus Bishop Carl Bean, and we got to mention Carlton Pearson too. See, he was in my spirit mind. He was in my spirit mind. Carlton Pearson as well. Yes. Pastor Cosby over at Wheeler Avenue. Tyesse, I think you should call said parties in your mortuary voice. This shit is laughable. Tell me this, Sasquatch. Give me one church in that is doing it right. Do you know of a church? It could be rumor has it he's referring to what? I done dropped my chain. That's who he's referring to? No, I can't believe that's who he was talking about. Not him. I can believe that though. Rumor has it he was talking about blank. Oh no. Give me a church that's doing it, that's doing the work. Yes. Pastor Howard John Wesley over at Alfred Street and the DMB. Pastor Anita Wilson Brown, I want to say over at Union Temple, DC. I'm gonna just say this. They saying is somebody in their many walls. It's the only clue I can give you. Somebody in their many walls. Yeah, give me a couple of churches, y'all, and then we're gonna get up out of here. I already said these people, y'all. Give me some new people. Wait a minute, what is this, y'all? Sydney Bay. I don't like opening files, honey. I don't like opening files. Okay, screen recording. What am I opening? What am I opening up? Y'all. Oh, let me see. Oh, it ain't even working no ways. The link ain't working. To the person that's sending me this link ain't working. Attachment is a screen recorder you sent me. Wait a minute. It's not working. Let me copy the link and see if I can copy. And let me put it in a browser and see what I can come up with. Lucia Holt. Your search. Oh yeah, this link, this is a bad link. This link ain't working. Dr. Elwood, Pastor St. Philip's AME Atlanta. Do I need to go over there? CD, I just stand back and I wait to see what the wall look like. Yeah, brother. That's what I tend to do. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a Cora put. Cora put, dear sir, please find your seat. I mean, several have been offended over the years. Okay, so he laid Cora out. And then Israel Houghton said, dude, Go learn to play the keyboard. Go learn to play a keyboard. Learn the number system. This is so whack. I'm just so glad I've declined every single invite from this foolishness. If this is current, wow. This is from Israel Houghton. Oh, thank you, Brother Brian. I may go by there one Sunday. Yeah, I may go over there. I want to see who this is. Who somebody sent me a screenshot, and I need to see what this is. Let me put link. Doesn't work. Y'all gotta give me something to eat and watch. What's that show? Impossible Women, whatever that shit called. Wait a minute, link doesn't work. Okay, link doesn't work. Many great pastors doing the work. Many in the gospel. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Timbery. Well, I guess I'll make a sandwich. I guess I'll make me a sandwich and go in here and watch. What is it called? Not Impossible Women. What is it called, Ty Squad? Complicated Women. I'm having a senior moment. Oh, it's so good, though. That's a good television show, I promise you. The official Tyesse Report of the Episcopacy, Pastor Tyesse. Yes, and we need to, if we can, it's 11:11 right now. If we can, let's see if we can get, we need 3 people. We need 3 people to sow a seed of $11.11. Which 3 will it be? Let's see if it can be done for a total of $33.33. We need 3 people right now. I want everybody to move without haste. Without haste. We need 3 people to send a seed. If you enjoyed Bees, you enjoyed Brother Ross, you enjoyed me, we need you to send a seed of $11.11. And I'm going to let it be known if it was accomplished. Adding Reformation Church of Atlanta to the list. Yes. Yes. Imperfect Women, thank you so much. Oh, I got to finish Cross. Yes. I'm going to sit here and wait and let y'all know if we received the 3333. Okay, there goes something. Something just came in. Brother Ken Massey sent 1111. Yeah, that's what he did. That's Brother Ken Massey. Okay, so now we are $22 away from our goal. $22 away. Without haste. Without haste. Okay. LaFrance Tolliver sent 1111. There's only one more seed left. One more seed. Without haste. I'm trying to see, honey. Are they going to send me the damn link to? Now I'm curious. Okay, all right. With haste. I'm sorry. Thank you, Miss B. With haste. I'm sorry. Yeah, Miss B. Thank you. Thank you. You caught that one. Thank you so much. Okay, some of this got sent on Zelle. Oh, thank you, Samara. Samara sent 1111. Okay, we did not receive the 1111 on Cash App. We want to thank everybody that sent the 1111 and honored the Episcopal. Oh, did it come through? Did the other 11 come through? B sent the 1111. It just came through. It's done. It's done. The 1111. Well, what was the total? Let me see what the total is. Hold on one second. Let me see what we got here. How loose are we talking? We did receive it. Great show. Thank you so much, sis. That means a lot. Okay, hold on. It's done. Our goal has been met. Yeah. Okay. What else do we have, Ty Squad? We're sick of 47. We're sick of 47. We're sick of Congress. We're sick of the Supreme Court. They're doing this birthright citizenship mess right now. And he's over here referencing slavery. It makes you want to vomit with this Supreme Court situation that's going on. They're trying to do I guess, some sort of constitutional challenge. And, constitutional amendments don't happen every day. It don't happen every day, y'all. Thank you, Brother Ross Tucker, for 1111. I appreciate it. And so we'll keep an eye on the birthright citizenship debate. That will have a lot of implications. Because, and how can I frame this? They want to make it so, if a child is born here, and the mother or father is illegal, then, the baby don't have any, it's just, they're trying to accomplish something that's never going to happen. White people are not ever going to be a super majority ever again. They're on their way to being a minority. You can't stop it, Donnie. You cannot stop it. They will never, ever in this lifetime, unless something happens, you're just not going to be no majority. It's slowly eroding. Your majority status is slowly eroding. You all will be minorities in less than probably 15 years. Probably even less than that. Is this a part of the Project 25 agenda? All of it is. Every last one of these agenda items they got going on is a part of the grand scheme of things. And so we got to look at what is it called? What was it called? Project 2025. What was that? I'm trying to look it up. Oh my God, I heard Otis Moss talking about it. Not Project Esther, but it was something else. But it goes way back. I want to say Project Esther, but no, Project Esther is more recent. Okay. This goes way back. Otis Moss preached on it. Yeah. Thank you, Bees. And people don't understand. This is how this starts. They slowly try to chip away at democracy, and before you know it, we over here in this damn North Korea. This is how it starts. They start naming stuff and putting their name up everywhere, putting statues up everywhere, and the next thing you damn know, we're gonna be damn Venezuela or China. Yeah, there's several things. I mean, we could talk about so many things, Brian, tonight on this evening, but I'm hungry. I gotta go watch my show. Yeah, there's so many things out there that they've been doing. Okay, hold on. Who is this? Hold on one second. Okay, what is this here? I can't take no bad news. I can't take no news, y'all. My heart can't take much more. I thought I was not gonna get through Aretha. I don't think I was gonna be able to make it through Aretha. Okay, we have some breaking news here on the official Tyesse Report at 11:19. We do have breaking news at this time. Let's get to it. This is late breaking. It's 3 hours ago, so this will be considered late breaking. 3 hours ago, Nancy Matea Bowen a Florida Democratic politician gearing up to run for Congress, was found dead in her home, and police say her husband has been arrested in connection with her death. This is TMZ reporting this. A Florida Democratic politician gearing up to run for Congress has been found deceased in her home, and police say her husband has been arrested in connection. Let me, my God, this is just too much. This is, I know this is an April Fool's. I already know this is an April Fool's. I know this. I'm not even gonna believe this other story. I know that's April Fool's. Okay. Man, domestic violence is such a, oh, it's such a scourge on our society. I'm trying to go over here and see what's going on, Task Squad. I'm trying to see what's going on with the young woman. How many people are here? 409 people. All right, let me get on the road, y'all. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, she was the vice mayor and commissioner. There it is. There it is, Tyesse. She was the vice mayor and commissioner of Coral Springs. Sounds like a Snap episode. Yeah, brother Ken. This was she was the vice mayor and commissioner of Coral Springs, and local police say they went to her home Wednesday morning for a wellness check and found her deceased body. Cops say Nancy's husband, Stephen Bowen, is in custody and her death is being investigated as domestic violence. My God, today. One of her colleagues said, "I'm in shock. I was just with her on Saturday. She just buried her brother. She was about to announce she was running for Congress. Nancy was one of the nicest people I work with, always fighting for her community, always pushing to help. She has such a future. This is terrible." Yeah, Overseer, where, you know, and the family evidently just buried one of their loved ones. Yeah, so we're going to have to pray for that family. He's talking about removing the AG. Who's talking about removing the AG, Dre Shaw? Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me fix a snack and go in and watch Impossible Women, whatever it's called, in the heat of the night. I gotta go watch it, and I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna eat my snack and I'm gonna call it a night. Thank y'all for your generosity tonight. Whether you hit like or whether you shared the video, I appreciate you. Thank Bees for coming up and giving us a lot to now on. He's talking about removing the attorney general. Okay. Well, they do this. They do musical chairs a lot. They do musical chairs. Okay, everybody. Have a great night on purpose. Thank everybody for coming by. I love you. I love you. I love you. If you tuned in late, just play this back in its entirety. Play it back in its entirety. Have a wonderful night on purpose. We're going to get some music going, and we're going to get the hell out of here. Okay, and I got to figure out why I got the hiccups. Good night. Tomorrow is Thursday. We have Tyesse After Dark tomorrow night. So join Patreon now, and you'll be ready to go tomorrow. All right.